I am going live now, right? So, guess what? Here I am, all ready to go live, all ready to do my thing and get ourselves going on this live. And all of a sudden, I have no internet. The internet repairman was here this morning, and internet has been giving us a trouble. Our modem wasn't working, this isn't working, that isn't going this way, nothing is working. So the poor man showed up and he, thank you for coming. The second, and he just finished. He left like 3 minutes ago and he was here and I needed to take him around the house to see what I was doing. He needed me to tell him where things were. Fixing the internet. Had to give me a brand new, this is modem number 3. So of course that throws you off and you have something to do. My plan is to get out here and talk to you about things that are important in your life. Um, yes, Yuko, come on. Let me see if I can reply to Yuko. I am okay. I am okay. So Yuko, I am going to have to send Yuko a message and tell her I am live. Yuko is my friend, my follower, and I don't know. I started again, and I can maybe tell her. Um, I'm doing it now. I am live now. To Yuko. So anyway, it's later. Hi Yuko. We have internet problems because that is my third modem. The repairman was here. I'm saying that you know what? And he left at 11:57. And I said, oh my God, do I have time? And I'm coming trying to get myself organized. I thought I wouldn't have been able to do it, but here I am. And it has been something else for this internet today. And anyway, the point of it is that one of the things we have to do is to remember we have to love ourselves, because if you see you don't love yourself, you get angry at things you cannot control. So I love myself. So I had to have 2 repairmen here today. I didn't plan that. They fixed one modem, it wasn't working. They sent another one, it wasn't working. So then the camera is not working on the house. So they sent somebody. So one repairman came at about 8:15 and the other one just left and he was there a little later. And he had to fix this thing for us. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, so finally he got everything working, but I had to get a brand new modem. He had to go get another one. So I am looking at the time. Can I do it? And the internet is not on because he's working on it. The phone wasn't working, so I had no internet for the past hour and a half, and it has been fuzzy all along. So I am hoping this works better. But I made a decision with this thing is that I cannot manage that. It has nothing to do with me. This situation is a situation that just comes because these are things that happen and I cannot control it. So what I did, I decided I was going to relax in the moment, just plain relax and let them do their work. And I sent an energy and said, I want these repairmen that are coming today to be really calm, cool, and not agitated, not mad at the job they have, and all of that, because I don't want that energy. I would prefer. And they came and they were magnificent. The last one who did all the wiring for the internet was amazing. That situation made your life juicier. Yes, Yuko, it did make my life juicier to a point that I have to drink water. But you know what all of that does? It teaches us how to love ourselves. I couldn't change what was happening. I had no way of changing that there's no internet, there's no phone. And Vanessa thought she could work here today, and she had to leave and go again because she found out they're coming, they're going to cut out what little internet we had. And she wasn't upset. In my family, people just take things as it comes. They just say, okay, so that's how it is. That's what we're going to do. We're going to manage it this way. And so far, so good. And it was so funny. When you're talking to somebody, the repairman, the last man, his name was Sean McCauley, quite a nice young man. And you can see his energy is so calm. So of course, you know me, I'm going to sense that. And I say, you're very calm. He said, yes, I don't have a choice. He said, that job is very taxing. Many people You go to their home and they follow you around, and it's almost like they think you're going to take something. And he said, it's okay, but they're in your way to the point where you have to ask them. So he said, I get in the morning, I breathe, and I bring myself to calm, and I just chill. And I get to do my work, and I have to talk to them. I talk and I relax. And then I said to him, fine, do your stuff. And he went on and he did all these things, and he repaired more than he should repair. He told me what was wrong. He changed things around, and I just let him go. And I realized being mad at the telephone company, Bell, or whatever they are, it wouldn't have made my life better. It wouldn't have made my life easier. It would just aggravate me and bring. But I love myself so much that I decided, you know what? I'm going to keep myself going. And that's why I wanted to talk about, I like talking about love. You have to be able to love yourself to the point where once something isn't going, you have to choose. Should I go the wrong way and get stuck in this situation? Or should I sit back and go for the ride? Because I cannot change what is happening in my life right now. I cannot force the internet to work. I cannot do anything with it. I cannot do a thing. All I can do is show up for myself and do my best. And remember that I am important. My body is important. I have to take care of me. I have to breathe. So if we forget to love ourselves, that's when we get carried away and we get angry. So this wasn't the topic I had to have, but I realized with all this stress for the whole week with this internet, that if I push it to the point, I wouldn't be here. So maybe that is not what you came to hear because I talk about love, but it's in a way when things are going awry and it's not, you have no control over what is going astray array in your life, you have to stop in the moment and realize, hey, that's all I can do is fix it. All I can do is look after it. All I can do is do something about it. And the best thing to do now is to relax in it and feel good about it. So that's what I decided to do. And I'm here talking to you, and maybe it makes no sense. But if from these words that I'm using, it says to you, hold on, relax, and do not fight a challenge you have no control against. You cannot make it go the other way. I had to wait for these service people. I had to sit here. I couldn't do anything. I read, relaxed. I meditated a bit. When they came, I was awake and alert. And there I am. And this is about all we can do when we face challenges we have no control. We cannot fix it. And that was one. I couldn't fix the internet. I couldn't make the cameras work. I had no control over anything. So I sat back and I let go. And the only thing I could do was to pray and ask for guidance for the whoever shows up um, is the right person to show up. And that is what I got. I got two magnificent young men, one for the cameras and one for the internet. And they were both mild and calm. So sometimes, even in a challenge, if you sit back and you pull back, number one, you're giving yourself some love. Number two, you are letting the energies around you do its work. And that is what is important. We cannot do everything. Like Yuko just said, I agree, we can't do it. No, we can't. We have to be able to sit back and enjoy the moment. That is how it is. You know how we always say, Yuko, it is as it is, it is as it is. I'm going to post this. This is not going to be my best live or my best video. I don't care, but I want you to know that I face challenges, because when you see me fired up, ready to go. And you would think, well, challenges don't come knocking at my door, but they do. And I cannot let them defeat me. I need to decide, what can I do? I am not in charge of technology. The company is paid to deliver it to my home. It's not working. And I know they want it to work. They need my business. They need to get it from me. So what they do, they'll come and do their best. The person in front of me is not my problem. I cannot get angry at the employee they sent to do it. So I don't get angry at the employee. I remember when I was an employee at the bank, and people would be mad about something. And sometimes it had nothing to do with the bank, did not do it. They did it to themselves. But they would blame the bank. And all I could do is sit there and smile and do my best to fix it so that they can go home and relax and believe that what they got was what's necessary for them. So I flipped myself into that customer. That is the best and the most understanding customer. I don't stay in their way. I don't follow them around. I tell them, you want me, you call me, I'll be there. But we have five different type of TVs here. So everywhere we go, he had to call me and ask me, what does this one do? So I just come. And that is what you have to do. We need to take time out and breathe. The world is already in turmoil and running up and down, and everybody is upset, and people are saying things they shouldn't say and do what they don't think they want to do. And it all starts in our home. It all starts with us, not even in our home. It starts our home of our heart. I have to take some water. It starts inside of us. What we get on the outside, or what we do on the outside, starts from in there. So I have decided to love myself so much that I have no room for anger, honestly. And that is challenging. It's not easy to avoid speaking and saying something when you mean to say something. When something is hard and when something is really, why? I'm paying my money. You are at the edge of the precipice, ready to fall into that hole. I paid him, and why the service isn't working. And all of that, what do they care? Who are they? You don't even know who they is, right? It's a huge, huge, huge company. And I don't know particularly who the they of that company is. Not a single person to go, a sole proprietorship where you have one person to pass your anger on. So why should I do that? So the conversation is when they send you something to say, how was your service? That's where you can express yourself. But to express yourself at that employee that is trying to do the best under maybe very, very harsh circumstances, you cannot do that. Or you shouldn't do that, because in the end, you're angering yourself first, besides angering them, and they might not go the extra inch for you. The thing is that, for me, having been on the other side of customer service, I know if the customer that is the nicest, it shouldn't be that way, but we're all human. The customer that is respectful and nice and understands, you go all the way for them. You go to the point where you would fall for them. So I put myself back in that customer's space, and I said, if I am kind and polite and I understand and I just relax, I will get the service that I desire, and the service will be better. And it's true to fact. Both was amazing. It put me back a bit on what I was supposed to do. But it also brought me back to knowing that, listen, there are times you were a customer service person and people were cursing you and telling you off, telling you they would never send a thank you note about your staff, but they would send an angry note. So with no internet, the internet not working, and it is how it was, and I have to do this live at 12, and he cannot rush it. It won't be done properly. So I switched, and I realized I getting angry at this young man is not going to do it. Had nothing to do with them. So I made up my mind since last night. I will be calm, I will relax in the moment. And I always like that, because I know what it is to get the nonsense from the customers when you're the customer service person. So it went well. He finished at 11:57. So of course I'm flabbergasted getting on, made a lot of mistakes. But I wanted to tell you, I love myself sufficiently so that I do not rush and get angry at them. And if you guys want to chat, you can give me your opinion and I'll see if I can respond to your chat, because it is important that you got what I'm saying. There are times you have to choose you. And when you choose you, is learning to love you and realizing jumping up and down, getting angry at an employee who represents a company is not going to make their work easier, and the outcome for you might not be as good as you wanted it to be. And that is what I've learned. And that's what I live my life by. So, of course, as I said, this was not the topic for the live, but that became the topic of the live. That love of self is better to take care of you loving you and being relaxed and not getting angry, because sometimes it will work. Most time it works against you. Your pressure goes up, your emotion goes up, you're flabbergasted, you're feeling terrible, you know. And then, yes, Yuko, I'm happy that you feel that way because it is. I'm going to see if I can type it. Many times, it is. Many times we have to choose how to react in certain situation to cover ourselves. It is important. I'm writing on Yuko. Let's see if I can do that. Important to relax. And see them, so I did it well. RELAX, relax, and let go. So let's see what that if I got that right, Yuko. I well relax certainly isn't right. So I have to go. I tell you, it will be okay one of these days. I'm just going to relax in the moment. Yeah, it's important to relax. And that is why I wanted to share it. I wanted you guys to see what I'm going through. Because sometimes you look at me and you figure, oh, Tessa-Marie, she's got this. She has it all. It's easy for her. But it's not always easy for me. Sometimes I have to face that. So, and I did it. So here I am. It's okay. And it's not the best one. And it's going to be posted. And maybe you won't watch it. But those of you who have the guts to say, what is she talking about? She's rambling. You will love yourself enough to learn to relax. You did it. Love yourself. Love your comment. Thank you, Yuko. Have a great day, Yuko. Thanks for hanging with me. They get some views, but this one is crazy, so I don't know what will happen to it. I don't care. I'm posting it because it is how I am feeling in the moment. Have a great day. Thanks for coming. See you at 3 p.m. Love you guys. Bye bye. Thank you. Oh.